So, according to the rumor mills, William did not want Meghan to wear any of Princess Diana's jewels. Can you believe that? This is according to a recent book, and I think the author is one of those royal honchos, insiders, experts, whatever you want to call him. And so, it's unsubstantiated. I wasn't there. Certainly, I don't know what was actually said to Meghan by William, but it is alleged that he didn't even want her to wear any of Princess Diana's jewelry, to put her podgy little paws on any of it, whether it's the pieces in her engagement ring or whether it was that blue aquamarine ring, or just, any of Princess Diana's jewels and jewelry. It is alleged that William did not want Meghan anywhere near it. And apparently he even spoke with the Queen, the late Queen, about it. That, he doesn't want his mother's jewels and jewelry on Meghan. Now, what does that sound like? I mean, is that a jealousy or is it more of a scorn? I think that William's interactions with Meghan suggests a man who was very, very scornful of this young woman, and that's why he didn't want her near his mother's jewels. If these rumors are true about the jewelry, it really suggests a man who just looked down his nose at Meghan. I mean, it wasn't so much jealousy. I suppose there was a jealousy insofar as Harry seemed happy, and Harry was not going to be around to be the assistant spare to George, Charlotte, and Louis. So he was not going to be around to sit in, like, fourth place after William's, toddlers to inherit a crown, which he never will inherit if everybody has their way, and to be given an allowance and a stipend as if he's Andrew 2.0, right? So that could have and did obviously inspire resentment and jealousies because William grew up thinking he was going to have Harry in that role, and he planned his whole life, his whole career as a royal around this brand image of him being the king and of his children being the heirs, and Harry is this distant assistant, whatever. It really just amounts to a joke if you want to know the truth, because the whole idea would be for Harry to never, it's like an Andrew, right, just to never be a part of that inner web of people with the power and the throne. But they still needed him there bodily and physically to project a certain image to the public, at least until the children were grown. So even though Harry was no longer the spare, they still needed him to act as if he were, right? So Harry leaving caused some resentment there and some jealousies, because Harry didn't just leave with his tail between his legs. Harry left triumphantly with a woman he loved, who loved him back, and together they were going to change the world. So there was jealousy with that. It was a resentment on William's part that Harry sort of got himself out of the grip of William. He got himself out of William's grip unexpectedly to William. Harry just slipped out, of the chokehold, and did it so triumphantly, right? Moving to Montecito in the United States, setting up an alternative royal court, continuing with all of his royal pursuits like his charity work and polo and so on, and just making William look like he was despair. At some point, people were even calling William despair. So there's a lot of resentment there and jealousy there. But in terms of Meghan, it was very complex because William wasn't really jealous of Meghan in and of herself. He looked down his nose at Meghan. He really did. He saw her. I mean, it's not even that she's just not an aristocrat and she's not British and she's not white and she's not, you know, whatever. It was also that, when he looked at sort of her family, for example, he just didn't see anything there that he wanted his future monarchy associated. So whether it was her father or her sister or God forbid her brother, I mean, it just was like to William something that brought down his monarchy because he sees it as his monarchy. He's the future of the monarchy. And to have these types of people as being associated, however, tangentially to the monarchy that he's the head of, he really, he's infuriated with Harry for that because he looks down on these people and he looks down on Meghan because of her relationship to these people. He doesn't see her mother Doria in any, you know, better light. It doesn't matter what Doria has achieved. It doesn't matter what Doria has done or has not done. Doria just doesn't pass muster because, I mean, with all due respect, her ethnicity and her racial composition just doesn't let her into the pearly gates. It just doesn't, as far as he's concerned, with his monarchy and what he wants it to look like. So, the idea that Meghan is going to be treated as if she really is a part of this experience. So now she's going to be wearing his precious mother's jewels was, it seems anyway, for William, one bridge too far. I mean, it was just too much to even contemplate. It's almost like to him, she defiled the memory of his mother just by virtue of existing in this realm where she's actually sitting there talking about she is Harry's wife and now she wants to be treated like an actual duchess and wear his mother's precious jewelry. And he was just completely disgusted by that idea, not because of jealousy, but because I think fundamentally he just really looks down his nose at Meghan in a way that is very, very, um, very, very serious. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, so anyway, see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.